The men of Dale are under siege inside the walls of Dale as the Easterlings now besiege their city and just look to destroy Dale once and for all. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Days siege battle for you today, and we do have a 1v1, but it is a large armies one. We've still got a good sort of 7,000 to 8,000 men on the battlefield in this one. And yeah, we have Dale, as I was saying, defending the city of Dale here. It's not the ruined like Battle of the Five Armies one. It is like a rebuilt Dale, and yeah, it's the Eastlings coming to attack. I guess it's kind of like a Battle of the Dale sort of scenario that the players were trying to get together. And yeah, we've got a load of yeomen already defending these walls over here. I don't know why the attackers are bothering to shoot these yeomen. They're not going to get too much chief, don't think. It looks like the lotr and bows actually are taking a lot more casualties already. Like the yeomen have lost 2 men in these volleys. We've got also ladders coming forward, which I do like that, you know, historically, you know, armies would attack with ladders, but you're much safer off with towers. You're going to take a lot more casualties with ladder crews. You can see here already runic warriors here are dropping quite quickly. We've got violent guards on the wall, though. They've been taking quite a few casualties, more than the archers, which is kind of surprising. And yeah, artillery in here as well seems like it's been trying to hit these runic warriors as they march forward. But yes, it's good to be back with some more Dawnless Days siege battles. It's been a little while, but yeah, it's good to be back in Middle Earth once again, as we have King Brand with his bardings on top of the wall, on top of the gate. You know, he's just observing the attackers, you know, just firing some shots down. It's like, how dare you attack my city, my people? How dare you? But yes, we've got Brands put up on the wall there. We've got a whole bunch of Dalian spear guards as well, in some mishmash formation defending the gate here as well. Runic warriors are going over the wall first. I mean, they're fighting violent guards and probably even, yeah, the spear militia they would probably beat, and archers, but they're not going to beat violent guards. That is for sure. And we also have an Easterling attack on this side over here as well. I thought I'd just maybe point that out. This is definitely not a good idea from these things. They are going to try and push towers forward, which might work. They've also got a ram here. If the defenders wanted to, though, they should really just put a unit on the bridge here and just like then just force the attackers to fight on the bridge and then shoot with their archers. They get so many kills. That's what I'd do. They actually have a lot of forces here as well. A lot of like infantry. They've got all like pole arms and shock infantry. So they've got everything they need to try and break through there. And I mean, bizarrely, Dale is defending every single wall as well. Oh my god, it has so many archers. I did not realize how many archers Dale's brought. I don't know what the rules were. But yeah, Dale has like 2 archers there. He's got another whole 4 on this wall. And he has more on this wall over here as well that we've seen. So yeah, really bizarre that he's got all those archers, but he's also not pulling them out of combat. So he's going to lose them early, it seems. But yeah, Dale now having a fight on the walls with his archers against runic warriors. The runic warriors should win this one easily and get themselves some free kills. But yes, if you want to see more Dawnless Days action on the channel, like these sort of siege battles, and do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to send in any of your own Dawnless Days replays, I'm looking for more. I'm always short at the moment. Then do send them into my Discord channel. The link is down below in the description, as always. As it looks like these runic warriors actually might be biting off more they can show. I don't know. They're apparently losing, but also the spear militia. Everyone's losing. That is kind of how war goes. No one's a winner. Everyone's a loser. I think the runic warriors, because they're just getting attacked from both sides, is the reason they're losing. They've got the archers in melee, but I think the archers are still firing, which I do kind of hate, but it looks like the players actually got them back into melee now, which is probably the better idea. Route that runic warrior quickly. But they need to send up reinforcements onto this wall here. Maybe their shock infantry or runic warlord would certainly do the job. I mean, it's an elite unit to be sending forward at this early stage of the siege. But it might be about to go through the gate. I don't know. Is the gate destroyed? Yeah, 100%. And trying to get onto the walls to have a look at what's going on here. Sorry about the camera there. It's going to be my own battle today. But the violent guards are fighting with the runic warriors up here. It should be an easy kill for them. Yeah, I mean, tier 4 swords on a wall. It's going to be hard to get rid of them. They could be there for a couple of rounds of combat. But archers been killed off. I mean, they've used most of their ammo, but they still have a fair amount. is a bit of a waste from Dale, really. And these yeomen, yeah, nearly dead here, but nearly have used up all their ammo as well. I mean, if they really wanted to, really, they should try and get off the walls here as soon as possible. These things, like, they need to rush forward more units here, macemen and spears. Get those forward, start rushing over this part that they've captured, and get off the walls, and then flank the gate. But that's also a pretty good matchup here, is Runic Warlords against Daelian Spear Guards. It's a good matchup, and it also looks like, I don't know where this Maceman's gone in as well. King Bran still firing from the walls. He's probably doing some good damage to the Warlords down here. But the Spear Guard will not hold forever against a tier 4 shock infantry. That is for sure. Yeah, let me know in the comments who you're rooting for. Are you Team Dale or are you Team Easterlings? I would be interested to know. I mean, Easterlings, I certainly feel like could do a bit of a buff. They're definitely not the strongest faction in the world. And Dale is a pretty well-rounded faction, I was going to say. They've got pretty good shocks, archers, well, not shocks, sorry, archers, spears, swords, cav. They're pretty well-rounded. Pikes are okay as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. I actually do have some Daelian cav that has sallied out. We've got the Dale cav regiment and a Ravanian region has moved out of the gates. They're going to, I guess, try and harass. You can see the Eastlings have responded by putting all of their macemen and their spears and their pole arms here, sort of facing that way. And it looks like the assault on this side is also about to begin as, again, archers getting caught on the walls and more yeomen. And these guys have definitely not used all their ammo, being caught by clan guards. So yeah, very heavily armored spear unit. Not necessarily great in melee, like attacks. But against archers, they'll do just fine. I don't know if they're tier... Yeah, they are tier 3 still. I, for some reason, felt like they might be downgraded to tier 2. More clan guards landing. Yeah, they're landing a lot of, like, spears for some reason to try and break through. I mean, they're fighting violent guards. It's not going to happen. They're not going to be winning that. Another good thing is for Dale is they do have the shipmen, which are a Javi sword unit, which are very, very effective. I think... I was going to say, are they fighting out there? It's really hard to tell what's going on out here. I think Dale has got a violent guard that has actually is trying to attack outside here. The Runic Warriors though aren't coming off the ram, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. It seems like that's a little bit odd. And it looks like they're having a bit of issues as well trying to land these final towers. So this assault over on this side, a little less smooth, you could say. And we still have archers as well from Dale just like being left on the wall. He needs to shift those over here. Because they are starting to break through a little bit here, the Eastlings. They've actually got some Runic Warriors off the wall, but they're fighting shipmen, who are probably going to win. Shipmen are actually a pretty good sword unit, and this is the cheapest one they have as well, like Dale, as an infantry unit, as that guy gets cut down. But yeah, with the Javies, and they're a heavy melee infantry unit, they actually are pretty tough to kill. They are tier 2, though. They are probably the most heavily armoured sort of, like, units you can get with Javies, like a sword unit. Pelican Marines are mediums, and like Arc Spearfishers for Khan, they're also like light spears. There you go, Runic Warlords winning on the wall over here. That's exactly the sort of unit they needed to clear out those violent guards. Really good. Units getting off the wall here. Runic Warlords, Runic Warriors have been broken. I think the Warlords are still in there. Yeah, 69 of them left. They are killing those Daelian Spear Guards. This artillery could quite easily be silenced as well. It looks like he's trying to general snipe, actually. He's trying to take out these Storm Rider General. But they could quite easily snipe him out if they had archers here, but they've used up all their ammo. They could have just burned this artillery quite easily. We now have more macemen landing on the walls. Good. They need to get off that wall there and then just like try and flank this gate defense. That's all they need to do. Or run along the walls and kill Brand. That's also an option as well. Like the macemen run along here, kill the yeoman, and then kill Brand. If they had another siege tower, they could have landed it possibly on the gate, and or a ladder, just landed it like on the gatehouse, and then got to Brand straight away. Yeah, I guess kill off these archers, make sure they stay gone.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
And yeah, the shipmen's still winning down here. They need to get the shock off the walls. Does the Eastlings to try and win this? Actually, no, the shock's right by Brand. I just realised. Get Brand. Oh, no, he's going to get out of it. That's a shame. That's a missed opportunity there for the Eastlings. They really should have just killed Brand there and then, and that would have been GG for Dale. Lucky with that one. Looks like over here, shipmen winning on the walls. got rid of the, yeah, they're getting rid of both the Runic Warriors and the Clan Guards. This assault not going well at all, and also they've sallied out over here. The Violent Guards have routed those Runic Warriors. They're going to have to send forward some more elite troops. And they have better troops to send forward. We've got the Variag Axemen, we've got Locre and Macemen. Send those forward. Don't worry about the Cav. You just put like one spear at the back here to defend the Cav, and the rest of your units can just go forward if you need to. And Archers already used all their ammo. On what? There's nothing to shoot up here. They've been shooting onto the wall. Pretty much nothing. And we've got more shipmen going onto the wall. Yeah, this is a very easy wall to defend. Really easy, to be honest. So I imagine Dale's not going to be moved from there anytime soon. The Eastlings are over on this side. It seems like they are making some progress, but they need to make some progress quicker. That's for sure. And Archers in here now. I mean, we've got less shock infantry, more Archers fighting these spears. Not necessarily going to be the sort of units you want to try and break through. Archers, yeah, they're not meant for melee, but they are fighting down here. I miss the days that like Locurim, like Macemen used to be really powerful, like really strong. They kind of nerfed them a little bit too much into the ground, I feel like, those poor guys. But another Maceman going in here against the shipmen now fighting, dealing with, don't let them use their javies. Those javies can be deadly, especially against things like Runic warlords here. But yeah, just get off the wall and then side charge these spears here, just try and kill these guys off. That's what you got to do. Or go for the artillery. You could always do that as well. And they've got more infantry over here. Yeah, get it off the wall. Just keep, like, encircle all of this stuff by the gate. It could be a huge little win there if you get all that. I don't know if they had an artillery piece, the attackers. They might have, they might not have. I don't really know. I don't think they did bother to bring one. I haven't seen one. Probably for the best. I mean, they could have used one if they wanted to, and then they could have knocked down a wall, got their cav inside. They brought a lot of these Bayonet Steps. They've also brought, yeah, Storm Riders. They would have been pretty useful inside the walls at this point. Here we go, Runic Warlords with a back charge into these Spear Guards. That's going to be pretty deadly. And in there you go. They're going to start slicing the dice and taking the heads off those Dalians. And yeah, immediately look at that. Spear Guard's losing. There's a weakened warlord as well, and they're doing great work. I mean, it might, the charge might be the reason why they're winning so decisively, but at a given time, the Spear Guard might stabilize, but we'll see. The Maceman over here as well as being the shipman. Once the Maceman wins that, it needs to get into that backfight as well, try and deal with these shipmen and these spears here. And also, the Maceman over here, land them on the wall, and they or get them, well, they're off the wall, now charge in. A bigger development, though, in the grand scheme of things. The Cav has now moved around to here. As exhausted as this cavalry. Really now, we should be seeing Eastlings Cav react. It's a 3-on-2 in favor of the Eastlings, and they have spears and polearms outside the wall. They could do some serious damage to that. The Eastlings need to react if they want to save what remains of their infantry here. It looks like he's going to turn his infantry to face off against it, but yeah, just get the Cav over here. He seems to be scared to commit his Cav just because there's artillery firing, but yeah, should not really worry about that at all. The artillery is inaccurate. But yeah, the Cav here, it's going to go for back charges into all of these units in the gate. I have a feeling that is its plan. At least one of them is. Maybe the regions, yeah, or both, maybe. And just going to go for a back charge. I mean, this is possibly quite risky because the Eastlings could now just rush in with what they have here, surround the Cav, and then between the units that survive in the gate here and also the units outside the gate, they could just surround and kill the Cav in prong melee. And now the Cav moves, and that's good. It needs to move. And it's not going to be a great charge. There we go. They charge now. It won't be bad, but it's not going to be great. One goes in, and both go in. Yeah, the second one should not have committed. It should have charged into like maybe the polearms here and the Maceman. They're going to rattle all those archers, which is pretty good. And the Macemen are losing. Can they get out of there before losses start to mount up, and before these guys get in, yeah. The cav, though, where has it been? This should have been reacting so much earlier. As soon as they came into eyesight, should have reacted to this. You can see the spears and the pole. I'm trying to catch the cav. They might get them, you know. These spears might get them. Yeah, they're going to get the cavalry. They really shouldn't. They did, and they're going to get them strong melee. The pole arms will get their pole arms down. The swords might go in here. Yeah, this is not good for Dale. He nearly got out of there, and he probably should have. He should have just kept right-clicking and getting out of there. There you go. Spears and polearms managed to do the job. I mean, they got a bit of a charge there to the regents into the macemen. They've actually done some decent damage to them. But the cav, again, can just get around the backs, can just encircle these guys. And that's the GG then for the Dalian cav. It's a costly couple of units to lose as well. These both cost like well over $1.5 grand. You could bring you could bring a couple of good infantry units for that, a couple of shipmen. There you go, yeah, losing. Cav goes in, Bane of the Steppes, encircles this cavalry, and that is going to be GG. The general going in, though, is a bit of a risk. The artillery actually has just run out of ammo, and there's no archers nearby. It's not a risk at all. Brand has got back. He's still got a bunch of archers back here. He's got Ravanian Rangers, still with ammo, pole arms as well. So he's got stuff prepared for the worst case scenario. They are losing on that far side of Dale, but on this side, they seem like they're holding okay. And they're still fighting on these walls. Violent guards up here are still fighting the good fight. The macemen here should just get off the walls. Just get off the walls and get into these swords down here. Just got to try and keep pinning stuff in melee. And also just give yourself a bit of a bridgehead. I mean, if they get off the wall, then also the Variags can get off the wall. And yeah, we'll see in a moment. I think he is about to do that. I think these things are about to drop off. Let's see. Surely he gets off here. He can't stay on this wall any longer. Like, this unit's not achieving anything standing out. I mean, I guess he could surround the violent guards, help try and kill them off quicker. But the shock on the wall would do great work right now. Yeah, that seems like it's a lot more. Yeah, there we go. Finally gets these guys off the
men
wall.
have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
I mean, their reward is to fight more violent guards in a healthier unit. But yeah, also these Variags need to get onto the wall and do their bit. Yeomen outside the wall as well. What has happened there? I mean, I guess they just sallied out. I don't know if they meant to or if it was a mistake. But yeah, I was going to say these Variags should just kill them. That's just an easy kill.
Field of battle. This is a shameful display.
And yeah, look here, they're not going to win that fight, but they'll give it their best shot. Did the archers get back in? I really don't know. The Variags are actually mounting the walls. They're not worried about these yeomen. The yeomen, by the way, are just they're wasting their ammo on Loki and Maceman. That's absolutely fine for these things. At least I think they are. I mean, also the halberdiers are getting shot by something. I don't think it is the yeoman. But yeah, Dale. I mean, you can see. Look at the amount of like yellow to red tags here. I mean, like the markers. The Eastlings are just vastly outnumbered. Dale has a lot of troops there. Over on this side, though, Dale is in a lot of trouble. He's getting surrounded here at this gate, and this is problematic. This could have happened a little while ago for these things. They definitely could have swarmed this. The problem is, and the worry I have, is these things are going to break through this, but then they don't actually have enough to stop. Not to stop, so they don't have enough to break through these Lake Town guards. They have no archers, and they only have one polearm here, which I imagine is going to be the center of the focus of these Ravanian Rangers once it comes forward. Those Rangers are just going to focus it down, probably kill it off.
Up and are running for their lives.
Breaking through this side, though, if they break through here, there's a lot more entry points that you can get up that Dale can't defend all of. So actually this side breaking through is a bit more important in a way. I'm really surprised that they didn't assault on this really long wall here, to be honest. This is the best spot to try and attack for for these things. Though you do have to deal with a pretty big cliff up here where they can put all their archers. But there's a much longer line that you can try and defend. If you do that and then also tied it in with assaulting here, which is pretty bloody and hard to do, it would have been a lot better. I mean, just not having his Easterling army just split fully in two would have been a lot better. Whether that was like one of the deals with sort of like this attack, I don't know. But like certainly attacking on this long wall and then over there or on this wall on the long wall. But really he's attacked on probably two of the hardest walls, two of the shortest walls that you could attack. And they're really hard to really break through. I mean, the other one is over here, which is also pretty easy to defend. Like I said, the only long viable wall you can attack is that one way over there. So Dale, really, though it's a massive city, if you defend the walls, is actually not that bad. They're very short walls, you can use your full army to try and defend them.
Refuses to admit defeat. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
The Eastlings, yes, still struggling in this gate. They just cannot break through. And they actually Dale has shrugged off all those troops that have got over the walls. Like again, these like last few units here, just get them over the walls, in one way or another. Get the pole arms into the breach point here. There's nothing they need to do more than just be in that breach point right now. Just try and break through. Even if it means you have to risk like the wrath of the archers, which are now firing anyway into this mess of a gate battle. But those spears and those axes should really be getting over the walls and just trying to flank again, while you still have forces engaging at the gate as well. I mean, yep, there you go. I think he's finally activating them. I mean, you could also just try and get the cabs to burst through. It'll be a bit of a risk though. Spears and I don't know, spears and javies, yeah, it would be pretty risky, even if they are quite weak. But there you go. I mean, to be honest, looking at balanced power, it's 1,500 Dalian troops against 1,200 Eastlings. Actually, the Eastlings are now outnumbered.
The unit is running from
How
the
is still
enemy.
half an hour of this battle still to go? I do not know. Yeomen going in, just getting themselves killed by clan guards here. This is what they should have done earlier, just fight in this front line here, and then just focus down. The yeomen were still, I saw firing animations here, they still have ammo, they're still firing whilst they're here, cheeky guys. But yeah, really they should just bring up some archers. They don't have any really with ammo left on this flank, but they should have just mounted them on the walls, and they should have just blocked here. And this is just, that's how you win on Dale. You just stand on this bridge, and then just use archer support, and you win so many melee fights. And yeah, I mean, right now the Easterlings are trying to just mass their way through. They've got their Variags up here, clan guards up here. And yeah, axes, I mean, they might win this fight, Variags. Winning decisively, but not against the Violent Guards. I think it's against the Yeomen that they're just killing off. Yeah, these two units are going to struggle to get through the Violent Guards. They might do, but it's going to be tough. That's for sure. And then there's final units on the wall over here just being cut off from their comrades. I mean, the shock infantry on the wall, though, fighting against Yeomen and Ravanian Rangers should be able to do it, I would have thought. It's shock against archers. The Rangers are pretty decent in melee, but they have got low armor. We will see how they do. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're all combat even. I mean, these are weak units. Actually, the Variags are losing now. The Rangers are winning, or were for a moment. So yeah, that is quite funny. And the Violent Guards are losing, actually. They are losing in that 2v1. So that is a positive there for the Eastlings if you're rooting for them. As you can see, we're back to square one pretty much over on this side here. The Eastlings, for some reason, aren't also moving in. They're just letting their clan guards get shot. And these guys could just turtle up into a Chestudo, and they would be pretty much then untouchable. They have an insane missile block, but instead they're getting shot for free, I think, yeah, by these Varnian Rangers here. They still have a full Ranger with ammo. It's insane. That's being saved, I'm sure, for the pole arms, which anyway are getting shot by the Dalian towers. It doesn't really matter. The Cav's coming forward. It's coming forward in a diamond formation. Whether it's going to try and break through, it's going to have to charge through its own macemen and then the shipmen and then spears. If it's going to attempt this. I mean, I pulled the Loki Rim out first so the charge gets its best charge possible. We'll see here. It's not going to be a great charge. It kind of hits the back of his own man. Yeah, it's not a great charge at all. The cav there kind of just wasted. Why do you bring artillery? If you're going to bring that much cavalry, you bring an artillery piece, just because then you can like knock down a wall. It means that you, I mean, especially on this wall, this is a pretty good wall to knock a hole in, and then you just flood in your cav, and it becomes almost indefensible immediately. Does this wall, because you've got to defend a gate and then also a breach point and the walls. If you're assaulting those, it's definitely the best thing to do. Artillery is just a must-have, I feel like, in a siege battle. You've got to try and use it, because it's another way that you can get into the city, because you're just going to knock a wall down, and then you're stretching your opponent even more, because there's another spot they have to defend with a unit. Or it's an opportunity to flank if you do catch them unawares with a wall destruction. The infantry here fighting on this bridge. Yeah, just they're going to win this one, but I don't think they're going to win many more combats after that. I mean, they've got 2 more halberds, and we've got the shock infantry. I mean, there's just archers and a weak sword. I mean, there isn't a lot left here for Dale. I mean, the balance power is shifting, though. I mean, it's 800 against 1,300, and the cav is actually wavering. Oh, dear, yeah, it's just a waste of the cav. Waste of the cav. Yeah, it's what they need to do is send in the macemen again, send in the spears. Why weren't they sent in earlier? Like, that spear unit's lost so many men just standing here. So many men. The cav, yeah, kind of just wasted. And here go the clan guards. They're going to go in. Are the shipmen routed? No, they're not. They're still alive, still going. Just side charge both these units and then get the cav in. Yeah, now you see, now the cav with no maceman blockage can get in. It's in column formation. It's a bit better. And just side charging there help break that spear guard. And now the cav's in. But they have little to no infantry. They just have those halberds, which are about half strength. They have those, and they're going to try and deal with the pole arms, I guess. The cav here needs to run down these rangers, even if they're pretty weak. Just pin them down, weaken them up. That is a must-do, because these guys are, yeah, pretty much full on ammo. They need dealing with. They are a risk to the pole arms. There you go. They got them. See whether the player pulls them out. He does. They just keep chasing the rangers. That's all you got to do. They've got a long way to go till they can get to those pole arms. They can lose a lot more range between now and then. Oh, and the towers collapsed because they captured them, which is great. But I'm sure they did a lot of damage. Yeah, killed a couple of halberds. Killed some of those guys, I imagine. The cav here can continue on. And the Lake Town Guard are very close. And I think the Lake Town Guard, no, they're not going to pull back. I thought they were going to push them forward, maybe scare off the cav. But the Rangers instead just pull back and take more losses. Down to 57. The cav did a good job there. It did a really good job to the Easterling player in actually dealing with that situation. But now, yeah, this force over on this side, which I thought was the more likely to break through earlier on, is now faced with Lake Town Guards and has 1 pole arm to try and break through those Lake Town Guards. He has a chance. I think with the pole arms, if he masses all his infantry into one of these, it just tries to overwhelm the Lake Town Guards. These guys aren't that great. They're tier 2. I think he's a tier 3 yet. So he should, in theory, be better off. We'll see, though. Archers also are here. That's going to be a risk because of the pole arms. That's another added problem. So it's going to be quite an even fight. But yeah, I think all the infantry into one choke point here. And if the Lake Town Guards maybe make a mess up, you could maybe try and get the cav in for some sort of charge. Maybe a side charge. I mean, over here, though, this is now looking like the more favourable choke point, or more favourable side, because there's a lot more choke points open that you don't have to engage pole arms on. I mean, to be honest, once they break through this Violent Guard, they've got to break through a whole bunch of archers and swords. It's probably the right move by Dale. Keep fighting on this bridge. But these units can't hold back the shock, I wouldn't have thought, and the spears. But once they're through, well, they might be able... They could go up this way and around. They could go where the archers are, charge them, get into the back of the pole arms. That's probably their best move, really. They haven't really got many other options. Because the spears and the pole arms kind of killed off this flank. Because otherwise I was thinking they go around this side here. And then they come in and flank. Oh, instead, what is going on here? What is going on here? Well, I think this player learned the hard way. You can't charge Cav into pole arms. He didn't lose too many, but just a couple. But yeah, that's not the way to do it. He's now just got to play patient as this Easterling player. He's got to win this flank here before he can do anything really on the other side. And the spears, are they trying to pull through? No, they just... I think they're going into shield wall formation. Maybe? Might need some reinforcements in this fight here, these things, because he's kind of losing a little bit of energy, a little bit of a fight. And there you go. Looks like the yeomen are pushing them back. Oh, I hate, like, unzooming from this this bridge fight. It makes it very, very annoying. And there you go. These things have fallen back. I don't know if they've actually routed. They have. They fully routed. We're going to see a fresh Variag go in. That should clean up what remains down here. That charge is decent. And just cut through those rangers. And they should be okay now. They should deal with those remaining troops. And then we have the halberds here. They could go in if they want to as well. I mean, I'd save them. I mean, it's going to be a very, very key asset. But it looks like they're getting sent in now. Is that the shock just deal with these guys? They'll carve through those archers quite easily. Over the side, yeah, nothing going on. They are playing the patient game. Rangers are coming forward, though. I would send the cav back in. Get those. Do not let these rangers just shoot your pole arms for free. Get those bane in the steps. I mean, I just have the bane in the steps stood here, like off to the side. Just let the rangers, like, what they're gonna do? Come out and shoot them? I mean, they could shoot them, I guess. Then they're saving halberd lives. There's a little caveat is going in again, but the halberd needs to move. It needs to get out of range. 90 men left. Keep going, Cav. Keep going. I'm kind of rooting for the Eastlings. I feel like they are massively the underdogs at this point. They have a 400-man deficit over the defenders, and they have very little to actually break through what is left here because the defender is just playing pole arms and choke points now. He's not going to move. He's just going to stay here. He knows he can win. And the Storm Riders stop. No, they don't. They do kind of get caught. And that brave Storm Rider there, he gets speared. And there you go. They back to go. But yeah, the Storm Riders just stand like there. And then that dares the archers to come out into range of the pole arms. And then the risk of being hit by those Storm Riders. And it's a tiny little unit. If you waste a volley on it to rout it, that's a win in itself for the Eastlings. The shock back on this side here. They're just cutting down yeomen left, right, and center. Piling up the bodies. It's easy work. But yeah, really I think they should have just attacked one. Could have almost just attacked one side here, the Eastlings. They should have just gone in on that one wall all the way over there. Just gone in there and then just had that whole united army there. Dale would have probably had his whole army united there, maybe? I don't know. He kind of separated his troops everywhere, but if he just stormed one place, and he then had all his assets in one spot, and this position is probably the best one to deal with probably pole arms to a certain extent. I don't know, it's kind of hard. This certainly once you break through over here, then if you're met with like pole arms here, there's no way you can go. At least with this one, if you break through here, there's options. There are a few options and places you can try and break through. We are just really waiting on these Variags to just kill these guys off. I'm kind of tempted to fast forward, but I don't want to miss anything. There's a super close. It's actually turning into a bit of a super close siege. These things have to play, you know, passive. They have routed a whole bunch of these guys, and they actually fell back a little bit to the Axemen. Probably just invited these Rangers to get themselves a few free kills. But yeah, I might just... we're going to see pole arms come out. That's the right thing to do as well. Why these guys had not moved out earlier, I do not know. But yeah, Dale's just going to need to keep up his policy of defending this bridge. The pole arms are next. And then with the halberds, oh, yeah, he should... this is going to be a nice halberd battle here. And then halberds and axemen might be able to break through this. But I don't know about if the spears are there as well. Dalian spear guards and that pole arm. Yeah, that's going to be a real ask. And actually, the Yeomen are winning this fight. Oh, sorry, the Rangers are winning this fight. How? I do not know. They were for a second just winning that fight, and I really don't know how. Like, even if they get the charge off, really these Axemen just got better armor, better melee. They're just better all around. They're slowing them down, and the pole arms are pretty much there. There's no way they can break through in time, and that is now that offensive pretty much over and done with. The siege is going to be killed off with pole arms by the looks of it, and the Storm Riders charged in again. Did they try and catch? I think they were trying to catch the... I don't know. They might be going for the Rangers again. I do not know. They're now going to just run into the pole arms and provide some free kills. I mean, if they wanted to, they could try and shift around the rest of their forces, get it to the other side. I mean, Dale would do the same and get there much quicker. Smart here by the Variag Axeman. He keeps pulling his axes back, gets a new charge off. He'll get better kills. He's just kind of like slightly touched the Rangers there. They're going to counter-charge the axes now.
What a bunch of girls!
They got a bit of a charge, but not a big one. And they might kill off these archers and these violent guards. We'll see. They're kind of playing with the Easterling player a little bit here, I think. But yeah, the pole arms and the spears here has kind of just killed any sort of chance of victory here. And it's now balance power is even. Both sides have less than 1,000 left. But Dale has the more important number of 856 to 556. A clear 300-man advantage. And here we go. If he can win the pole arm fight, great. But I don't know if he will. I really don't. That clan guard just routed as well. I think just getting shot at by the archer tower. Oh, I mean, that's a strange formation to form up. Might allow for a few side flanks here from axes. You never know. The halberds, I just stay in, the long formation here and just let them go as wide as possible. I'd also get the shock infantry, see if we can side charge these late town guards a little bit. You never know. The spear guard though, I'd have set up with these guys. I'd stack them on top of each other, to be honest. Still, nothing on the other side is happening. Just so you be interested to know. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. See if they go in. And here we go. They're taking their time. They really are. Are they really just going to stand and look at each other? I guess it's a risk for these things more than it is Dale. He's like, oh, I guess I've got to go in. I don't want to go in. I have to go in, but I do, I guess. And they're not quite touching yet. And there we go. They are now finally... Actually, I was going to say, the halberds here have the range over the Lake Town Guards. That could be huge. Look at that. He's getting free. If he doesn't move at all, he's getting free attacks right now onto these Lake Town Guards. There you go. He kills one, and they're going to start a drop. He needs to pike push forward as the Lake Town Guard. I think the halberds might be pike pushing a little bit. They're killing. Look at that. They're killing these Lake Town Guards off pretty well. He's falling back. Really well done there by the halberds to start with. Give themselves some easy kills. Maybe they should take inspiration and do that on the other side. To be honest, they probably should. And if he has things up to support, like the halberd, like I said, if he just gets the halberds up here, and then like just starts poking away at one. I mean, the difference is there's archers on this side. Yeah, if he got the halberds up here, and he can just try and outrange them with his pokes, and then he has spears and axes just in behind, ready to charge, or the cav. You could try and rush through if inevitably the polearms retreat. And look, you can see he's just falling back again. We'll just go back to fast forwarding as we wait for either side to make a move. But yeah, if you have made it this far into the video and you want to see more Dawnless Days battles, and do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And yeah, we'll see how this one ends. But yeah, thank you very much for making it this far if you have. For those, they are long slog battles, some of these. They are fun to watch. There we go, very Axemen going in and get themselves the final kills on those violent guards there. I guess now they're going to charge the spears, potentially. I mean, it's a tiny unit of Axemen. They're not going to break through this fresh unit of spear guards. I guess I could try the same thing with the halberds, like out of range, like try and get them these spears out of range. I don't know if they have more range than the polearms. Possibly do, possibly don't. But yeah, both sides are just standing here now. Just, you know. Oh, and actually, yeah, look at that. Archers have moved to this side. So now Eastlings needs to push forward. There's no archers here. He needs to push forward on this side. He has the range over the Lake Town guards. Start to just poke these guys away. And then on the other side, I just fall back. Now, just get out of archer range. And then just fall back. But I mean, to be honest, you'd have to go quite a long way to get out of archer range. These ranges are pretty damn. I've got pretty good range. But yeah, we'll just fast forward. But yeah, just seemed like the Eastern player has kind of forgotten a little bit about this army over here. And what to do with it. But we'll see. It looks like he's maybe going to... Oh, he has gone into melee over here, actually. And yeah, the archer fire devastating these shock and also these polearms. The shock's wavering and breaking. It kind of looks like the polearms are in proper melee. The spears are responding quite a bit. And another shock unit going in. Fire arrows, yeah, trying to, I guess, rout these weakened units as quickly as possible. Obviously can do morale damage to your own troops by doing that. And there you go, spear guards. I mean, yeah, they're losing slightly, to be fair. Pole arms are taking casualties, and so the shock, though. Spears are losing. Maybe they can turn this around. Maybe they could. I mean, they could have got it, won this battle so much earlier. And also, how are they only just capturing this this cap point, this victory point here, just to help assert their own morale? But yeah, like they could have got Bran so much earlier on. He was right on the top of the wall here. Should have got him so much earlier. Yeah, victory point here, it's slowly being capped. That's going to help, at least with trying to break some of Dale's troops. Might give them a little bit more morale as well. The spear guards aren't losing anymore. It's a shame. The halberds look like they're kind of breaking formation a bit. Spears keep battling on, and yeah, there you go. The inevitable, the halberds start to lose. I think it's because of the archer towers just as much as anything else. But yeah, they are pushing forward. I don't really know what that does. It doesn't really do anything. It just pushes the formation forward. I think that is, for some reason, it's a green. It's a positive. I guess you're moving forward. That's always a positive. There you go. The shock breaks just to re-rally.
Enemy units have been rallied.
It's 700 against 400. It's not over. I mean, the most of the men left though are like for the attackers are cav. They finally captured this, but still not doing anything else. Whether they're going to try and wait for Dale to maybe come forward, but Dale could probably just wait out the timer. I'd imagine there is one probably set to 60 minutes. It's the typical time for a siege battle. We'll see. There you go, the spears force back the halberds. I think they're just reforming their formation, but it might cost them anyway. There's 45 brave Eastlings left trying to hold on, and they're wavering. And there you go, they break. Even though the spear guards were actually giving ground, archers were just going to finish them off. And there you go. That's that flank finished. Now it's just the other side. I'm just going to fast forward again while we wait for something to happen. Looks like these things are now coming forward. But why attack on one side and not on the other as well? Stretch Dale. Got to attack both sides. Really, the plan should be, with the halberds, just try and keep those... he's messed it up already. I was going to say, get those Lake Town guards out. Keep them out of range. He's going to go on the other side. Yeah, he's going to have this one go to the other side here. He's still got archers. Oh, this is still a different Ravanian Ranger. Is that what I'm finding out here? Yeah, it is. They still had another Ranger with some ammo left. My gosh, these guys had... I mean, to be honest, that is a big thing, was that Dale had possibly one too many bows. I don't know how many these things brought, but definitely nowhere near as many. Which I guess in a way pays off, because obviously if you get into melee and get inside the walls, you then have to use a lot of archers to defend. But at this point in the game, the archers and having actually ammo left has massively helped. I think we're just going to see the Bane of the Steppes charge into the back of this, aren't we? Yep, he's just going to go straight in. He's not slowing down, and he's going to just lose a load of Bane of the Steppes to pole arms. Yeah, they're not going to get through. I think the player maybe has finally accepted he's going to lose this fight. Which he is, but he could have won it so, well, not easily, but he could have made it much easier on himself. I feel like breaking through. There's a lot of unsupported attack somewhere. Missing out on killing Brand, I mean, is a big one as well. And also, I mean, yeah, he just needs to move these pikes, these polearms. Also, there you go. Now you're in range and he's not. It's such a great way to abuse the game. Some of them are now fighting back. So you already got the advantage. Look at that. It's such a good advantage. Lake Town guards actually kind of suck because they get outranged by a lot of things. Look at that. He's winning that fight, and all of a sudden he's nearly the same number. There's only 10-man difference in this now, and he's a tier 3 against a tier 2 anyway.
We have gained the upper hand.
And yeah, look at that. Yeah, he just needs to keep that up, keep poking away. It's an incredible abuse of range, really. He just had to do it on one side and then just get his infantry and his cav to pour through once he broke through. Which he's nearly gonna, which he'll probably do. His Lake Town guard won't stand forever. And there you go. That would have been how you break through this part, and he could have done it so much earlier. Instead, now he's got Cav crushing against polearms, really hoping he's going to break through. He's not. The polearms are loving that. They're in range, and they're fighting Cav. Yeah, it's just too easy for them. Over on this side here, still, well, he's lost a couple of halberds, I think, but he's, yeah, now got the Lake Town lower than himself. And he's still poking away. He doesn't even need a pike push, just keep poking. Just needs to keep an eye, make sure the animations are still happening here, still doing damage. These Lake Town guards, and yeah, he'll just keep killing them. And that's what he needed to do. So yeah, unfortunately the player just didn't, either wasn't aware of it or just didn't choose to abuse it. I don't know. But yeah, now his general's going over to the other side. He's going to back charge his own halberds, I bet, and he's actually going to just ruin the halberd formation. But not that it really matters at this point. Numbers are, yeah, 177 to 627. he's going to back charge, and that'll actually ruin his halberd formation. Yeah, a little bit, but actually possibly in this one scenario might actually work breaking through the Lake Town Guard. He actually might break it and then actually be in, which is pretty good. But then he could go for Brand, but I don't think he's going to have enough men to turn this one around, unfortunately, here today. And instead he's going to pull through anyway. It wasn't broken. He had to pull through it to break it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, it's just the player just definitely could have played this, been a lot smarter with this one. Not split his army. And never split your army in two. It never works. Or it rarely works anyway. I will never say never, but it rarely works. Cav going in. I don't know if he's... I think he's trying to pull through to get to Brand. I'm not really sure. They've again run into another pole arm. They're just going to get themselves speared here, and he's actually just routing because of army losses. And in any second now, we'll have a mass rout, and there you go. There it is. A Pyrrhic victory for Dale. Yeah, certainly was. I mean, there's not a lot left. Well done to Bean for winning this one, and well done to Weenie. Nearly did it, but definitely I feel like made a few poor choices with some of his troops. I mean, he didn't bring enough archers. That's to start with. I don't know if there was a set rule on archers, but yeah, I mean, Dale brought double the archers he had and more. And he brought maybe a little bit too much cav. I feel like the cav in the end just didn't really do a lot. He should have just brought more shock infantry, which is what Eastlings kind of do really well with. But yeah, 175 kills with King Brand here. 198 kills with the Shipman, 194 with his Violent Guards, 332 kills, 191. All did very well, and did a Shipman, to be honest. He's got his Daily and Spear Guards here, 163 kills. His Lake Town Guards, 115. Yeoman, 203 kills, 124 kills, 134 kills. And then his Rangers, 150 kills pretty much. Ravanian Rangers here getting 420 kills. Very, very good. And then, yeah, his Regents, 120 kills. And his Artillery, a bit of a waste of money, to be honest, only getting 17 kills. Then we have Weenie playing as the Eastlings. 268 kills with Varieg Axeman, and the others getting like 140 kills. They all outscored his Runic Warlords. Why these guys were sent in so early, I don't know. He should have probably split these guys up so you had a bit of like Variags on one side and a bit of the Runics on one side. 135 kills is the best of all those three. 120 kills with the Runic Warriors here. 221, 192. Yeah, they've got some okay kills, but nothing insane. Some got 0 and 6. Oof. And then 138 kills with the Maceman here. 106 kills with another Maceman. Yeah, a lot of these guys did not do well. They seem like they're either wasted or they're just not as strong as they used to be now. Clan Guards, 126 kills, 151 kills. His Halberds, 121 kills. And his Archers, yeah, also like very little kills. They just got focused down by the mass Archers of Dale. And then 91 kills for the Storm Riders is the best of any of his cav. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days Siege battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and do check out the videos appearing on your screen. There's some good ones there. And yeah, make sure to check out any streams in the future. Make sure to hit that notification bell because you'll get loads there. And any battles, do send them into my Discord, please. But yeah, until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.